Hi Year 3, welcome to our second lesson of comparing fractions. So our question is, Amira says, I get 3 pieces, and Sam says, I get 5 pieces. Who gets more? Are there other ways for Sam to get more pieces than Amira? So first of all, let's see what their fraction is going to be. Amira says she's going to get 3 pieces. 3 pieces out of how many? Let's count how many there are all together. 2, 4, 6, 8. So Amira is saying she's going to get 3 eighths. How many eighths is Sam going to get? Well, he said he's going to get 5 eighths. Okay, so our first question is, who gets more? Well, we can clearly see that Sam is going to get more than Amira because he's going to get 5 bits of chocolate, where Amira is only going to get 3. And 5 eighths is bigger than 3 eighths. Okay, so in another way we can look at it is that another way to represent the answer is if we drew it out in our squares, we'd have Amira have 3 eighths and Sam would have 5 eighths. Okay, and we know 5 eighths is more than 3 eighths. Okay, so if Amira said, okay, I'm going to have 1 eighth and Sam is going to have 7 eighths, we can say 7 eighths is more than 1 eighth, and or 1 eighth is less than 7 eighths. And remember, the sign for less than is this one here, and the sign for greater than or more than is this one here. Okay, so Amira now says, what about this way? Does Sam get more than Amira? Well, let's have a look at the chocolate. Well, we can see that they are getting an equal amount because Sam is getting 4 and Amira is getting 4. They've got exactly the same amount there. Okay, so no, Sam does not get more than Amira. If we have a look at here, we can see that Amira's got 4 eighths and Sam got 4 eighths. We could also say they've got half each. So 4 eighths is the same, is equivalent to 1 half. Okay, so the maths behind that is that if I did 4 divided by something to get to 1, what would that be? Well, let's have a look at this one down here and see if it can help us, because remember, whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. So how many 2's go into 8? Well, let's get your piano fingers out. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we know, let me move it underneath here, 8 divided by 4 is going to equal 2, and 4 divided by 4 is going to equal 1. Okay, so 4 eighths is equivalent to 1 half. What about this way? Does Sam get more than Amira? Well, yes, because if Sam's getting yellow squares and Amira's getting the blue squares, we can clearly see that Sam's getting more than Amira. Okay, so however, can we simplify Amira's 2 eighths? Well, does 2 go into 2 and 8? Well, yes, it does, doesn't it? Okay, so 2 divided by 2 is going to be 1, and 8 divided by 2, okay, remember if you're finding a division, you need to do your 2 times table. That's what we're dividing by, so do your 2 times table till you get to 8. Get your piano fingers out. 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's going to be 1/4. So 2 eighths is the same as 1/4. Okay, so what about 6 eighths then? How could we make 6 eighths smaller? Well, we know that 3 is in the 6 times table, but 8 isn't in, sorry, you know that 6 is in the 3 times table, sorry, but 8 is not in the 3 times table. Okay, so we know 6 and 8 are both even numbers, so that means 2 must go into them. So 6 divided by 2 is going to be 3, because 3 times 2 is 6. whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. 8 divided by 2 is going to be 4. So 6/8 is the same as 3/4. So not only could we say 6/8 is more than 2/8, we can also say that 3/4 is more than 1/4. And we've worked that out because we've simplified it, what we were doing in the last couple of lessons. We've simplified. Okay, we found the equivalent. So let's have a look at our guided practice. Which number is greater? 1/6. Okay, so this is going to be 1/6 coloured in. Or 5/6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's going to be an easy one, isn't it? Because we can clearly see that 5/6 is greater than 1/6, can't we? So we can say 5 at the top, 6. Okay, so now let's see which is smaller, 4/9 or 7/9. So you may look at it and go, well, that's easy, but we need to make sure that we are correct. So let's shade in 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Compared to the 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we can see that 4/9 is smaller than 7/9. Okay, so now compare using the equal sign, the smaller than sign, or the greater than sign. 2/7 is going to be smaller than 5/7, because if I had a chocolate bar and I had 2 bits and then my friend had 5 bits, I've got less amount than my friend. So 2/7 is smaller than 5/7. I know that 4/5 is bigger than 3/5. I know that 8/11 is bigger, 8/11 is going to be bigger than 7/11, and 2/7 is going to be smaller than, oh, we've got a funny one here. We've got 7/2, so we need to, I think that's a mistake, So I'm going to make that into 2/7, because I don't think they wanted us to do that. So 2/7 is going to be the same as 2/7. Okay, so I would like you to complete the activities for today. Good luck.